Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you. I hope you enjoyed your homework yesterday. And just checking, can you hear me okay? The ones who've got their cameras on, if they can just, okay, perfect, perfect. So I hope you slept well. I hope you had a good day yesterday and that you enjoyed your homework and that you did it. And if you didn't, it's also okay because this is what we're doing. We're building mindfulness, and sometimes we forget, and it's also okay. It's day one, and it might happen. But what we'll do is, again, baby steps, step by step, and we'll try to build that mindfulness. So if you all remember what we were doing with the breathing, so find your place on your chest, or on your rib cage, or in your abdomen. And if you just place your hand wherever you feel the movement of the breath the most. And throughout this session, I just want you to continue to be aware of the breath moving in and out of the body. Even while I'm speaking, just continue to be aware. So, what we're doing now, it's not even meditation. This is building concentration. I think it took me, I don't know how many hours, thousands of hours perhaps, before I really understood what meditation was. And it is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But I hope with the right guidance and breaking it down into little pieces, we'll get there. So I'm sorry, I've had a little thing in my throat, so I apologize if I keep having to clear it every now and again. So most of the people I speak to about meditation say, oh, I can't do it. I've tried it and I can't do it. My mind is here, there, all over the place. And they give up. I don't think there is a single person who doesn't have a meditation practice already that I've spoken to who's going through something. And I say to them, meditate. And either they don't even try or they say, oh, I tried and I can't do it. And it's because it is really, really hard in the beginning. Of course it is. And it's hard because our minds or our brains even have evolved to be to survive. So if you think about survival of the species and survival of the fittest, if we're thinking, we can get out of situations, we can problem solve, and we're constantly striving to survive and get ahead. And it's our nature, our biological nature. So meditation is going against our biological nature in some way. We're separating that part from being a human and maybe with animal instincts, and we're coming back to being a soul and remembering our true nature. There's also some fear in that. I've noticed when I speak to some people, there is some fear that what will happen if I stop thinking because my thoughts are me. And if I'm not thinking, then that's not me. But in my experience, it's actually the opposite of that. So again, because we're going against our biological nature, there is some fear. But when we stop thinking, that's when the social conditioning, I'm careful of using certain words because I want to keep it really simple, but our thoughts are made up of our social conditioning, the way we're brought up, our life experiences. And when we remove all of that, all that's left is the true self. And that's for you to experience because everybody's experience will be slightly different. And what they will learn and gain from that experience will be different. So this is my truth, my experience. Like I said the other day, I know I look quite religious like this. It's because this is where I found my truth, but it's not for everybody. But meditation on the breath is universal and it is for everybody. So if you follow any particular religion already, then I hope that being able to concentrate better, being able to clear your mind as you enter your church or your synagogue or your temple or the mosque or anywhere else, wherever it is you go. It's the most beautiful feeling to be in front of your deity or the energy that you pray to, and have a completely clear mind while you do it. And it's much more effective than, I guess, praying and then still thinking about your day, thinking about the things you have to do, thinking about problems, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, family, all sorts of things. So that's one of the reasons why I feel this is so important. It doesn't matter what culture you come from, it doesn't matter what your background is. So we'll go back to putting our hands on the body, either on the chest, on the rib cage, on the abdomen. And as I said earlier, this isn't meditation, this is building your concentration so that we can reach that stage where our minds are focused enough to really start meditating. And we'll get there. I'll give you more homework, and it will take time. And with consistent practice, we will get there. So just continue being aware of the feeling of the breath coming in and out of the body. If you can't feel it very strongly, you can take a couple of deeper breaths. And as you did your homework yesterday, perhaps you were slightly more aware than usual of thoughts invading your mind as you were trying to focus, and that's a good thing. The first stage is to become aware of how much we are thinking. And try to be aware of every single inhalation, exhalation. Every rise and fall of the abdomen or the chest expanding, contracting. If you start thinking about anything, it's completely okay. Just come back to the awareness of the breath, moving in and out of the body. If you feel you get lost in thought, sometimes you might just want to take a little deeper breath and just come back, relax your body and come back. Now, as we continue on this journey, I'll talk more about posture, about what you can do to increase the effectiveness when we start meditating properly, and mindfulness techniques that you can practice throughout the day. So, your homework for today is extending your practice that you've started yesterday. So, yesterday I asked you to sit just 2 more times for about 1 minute in the next 24 hours. So I'd like you to continue that if you can. Find just 2 more minutes in the next 24 hours to sit where you do nothing and you're very still and you have your hands on your body and you're building your concentration by being aware of the movement of the breath. But what I'd also like you to do is start thinking about being aware of that movement at other times also. And it can be when you're doing anything else that requires you perhaps not to be talking. You could maybe do it while you're talking, but in the beginning, like maybe if you're watching TV, maybe while you're cooking, chopping vegetables, maybe while you're going for a walk, maybe while you're driving. In fact, I went to drop somebody off at the airport early this morning, and as I was driving back, it was beautiful. The sky was beautiful. The sun was just beginning to rise. And I remembered all of you, and I thought, oh, why not practice my own technique that I'm going to teach you today? And so the whole drive back, I was very quiet. I wasn't listening to anything. And obviously I was driving, so I had my hands on the wheel, but I was consciously aware of every single breath coming in and out, just here at my abdomen. So take 2 minutes in the next 24 hours, a minute at a time, to sit and get your concentration focused there. And then the rest of the day, as many times a day as you remember. You may not remember at all. You may remember once. You may remember many times, whatever you can, whenever you remember. This is building your mindfulness gradually. Just be aware of the movement of the breath coming in and out of the body. And yes, you can do it on the toilet. You can do it on the washroom. It's actually a really good place to do it because no one's bothering you. No one's calling you. Hopefully, you don't have your phone in there. Nobody's asking you for anything. You have some peace and quiet. It's actually a great place to just sit for a couple of minutes and focus on the breath in the body. So that's a really good place to do it. So we will continue tomorrow. And as I keep saying, it will get harder. We're starting at absolute beginner level, really, really, really baby steps. And I hope that eventually you will feel the peace that I feel now. It's taken many, many years of practice to get here. I've made many mistakes along the way. And all I want is to teach you what I've learned, and hopefully you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. I had a beautiful journey of learning, and I think it was the best way to learn so that I can teach you what I know. And I wish you peace, and I wish you a lovely day ahead, whatever you're doing. Don't forget your homework, and I will see you here tomorrow morning. If anybody has any questions, I was thinking they can either contact me via the blog or email or whatever contact you have for me. If you have any questions, absolutely, I'm here to help you and I can answer them as best as I can. So I'm going to sign off now. If you have a couple of minutes now, please take that time once you've logged off to just continue to be aware of the breath. And don't forget, go about your day and just keep being aware of it as many times as you can today. Lots of love to you all, and I will see you tomorrow. There we go. Bye-bye.